All right, let's get right into it. We tend to think of generative AI as this kind of magic button you just press to get a cool picture, but in the world of industrial design, it's quickly becoming something way more profound. It's a true creative partner. Today, we're going to break down how tools like Google Gemini are completely changing the game, all the way from a simple idea to a fully realized product concept.
I mean, just look at this. On the left, you've got that initial spark from a designer, a quick, simple hand-drawn sketch. And on the right, that's what AI can spit out almost instantly, a photorealistic concept that looks like it's ready for a client presentation. This is the new speed of thinking, and we're about to learn exactly how to harness it. So here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with why AI is basically the new digital sketchbook. Then we'll tackle that frustrating vague prompt problem we've all had. After that, we'll learn to speak the AI's language, build the perfect prompt with a 5-step framework, see it all in action, and finally wrap up with why the human designer is, well, more important than ever.
Okay, first things first, let's get our heads straight on this. Generative AI is not here to replace your creativity. Not at all. Think of it as an accelerator. It's a powerful new tool that just amplifies your ability to see ideas and explore them. It's really the ultimate digital sketchbook.
And the advantages are huge. First off, speed. You can get your rough ideas out and see them in seconds, way before you'd ever commit to hours of 3D modeling. Second, exploration. Want to see that speaker in brushed aluminum? How about recycled fabric? Or maybe wood? You can test dozens of different materials and forms in just a few minutes. And third, presentation. You can create these absolutely stunning hero shots for your final boards, even if you're not a 3D rendering wizard yet.
But let's be real for a second. If you've ever played with these tools, you've definitely felt that frustration when you get back something that's just generic or boring or, frankly, just weird. This is what I call the vague prompt problem.
And this slide just nails the issue perfectly. On the left, the input was a cool-looking coffee maker. And the output? Yeah, a blurry, undefined blob of a machine. But on the right, a super specific prompt gives you a precise, portfolio-ready concept. The difference isn't the AI, folks. It's the quality of your instructions.
So, this is the key takeaway. To get professional, controlled results, you have to learn to speak the AI's language. And guess what? That language is the exact same precise technical vocabulary that designers have been using for decades.
It all starts with aesthetics. You might know it as CMF. That's color, material, and finish. These are the absolute basics, the sensory qualities of any product. We're talking about the physical stuff, what you can see, what you can touch.
Now here's the fascinating part. The AI doesn't actually know what looks good. You have to tell it. Is the shape geometric and angular, or is it soft and organic? Is the material a brushed aluminum, or maybe a recycled fabric? The more specific you are with your words, the closer you'll get to what's in your head. The second piece of this language is a bit more subtle. It's called product language or semantics. This isn't just about what the product is, it's about what it says. It's the feeling, the emotion, the personality that its form communicates. Is it rugged? Is it friendly? Does it feel premium?
Just check out these two mice. The one on the left, with its sharp angles and glowing lights, just screams aggressive or gaming. The one on the right, with its soft curves and neutral colors, communicates ergonomic and office. It's the same object, but they have completely different product languages. And the best part? We can use those exact words to guide the AI.
All right, so now that we have the vocabulary down, let's actually put it all together. I'm going to show you a simple but seriously powerful 5-step framework for crafting the perfect industrial design prompt every single time.
So here it is, the big picture. We're going to stack 5 essential blocks of information. Honestly, just think of it like a recipe. If you make sure to include every single one of these ingredients, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a high-quality, usable image from the AI.
Let's break it down real quick. Step 1, object and core function. Super simple. What is it? Step 2, aesthetics and form. Is it geometric, organic, minimalist? 3, material and finish. Get specific, like matte plastic or polished chrome. 4, product language. What's the vibe? Is it friendly, rugged, professional? And finally, 5, environment or context. Is it on a white background or in a real-world setting?
Okay, enough theory. It's time to put this framework to the test with a couple of real-world examples. Let's see how these blocks actually build on each other to create something amazing.
For our first example, let's say our goal is to design a toaster that feels approachable, maybe even fun, for a family kitchen. The key product language we're shooting for here is friendly.
So here's our prompt, using that 5-step framework. Just notice how we hit every single block. The object is a toaster. The product language is friendly looking. The form is rounded, organic. The materials are super specific, speckled recycled plastic, pale birch wood, and the context is a clean product photograph. Every block is covered.
And here's what we get. See? It's not just a toaster. It's a toaster that perfectly nails that friendly and approachable vibe we were going for. This specific prompt gave us a specific and, more importantly, an intended outcome.
Okay, now let's do a complete 180. The goal this time is a portable SSD drive, something for outdoor photographers. It has to look and feel tough, like it can take a beating. The product language we want is rugged.
Let's look at this prompt. Again, we're using all the steps. The aesthetic is brutalist. The materials are things like textured rubberized bumpers and exposed hex screws. And, this is crucial, the context is sitting on a mossy rock. That one little detail about the environment completely reinforces the idea of ruggedness.
And bam! Look at that! The final image is exactly what you'd hope for. The AI didn't just make a tough-looking product, it put it in a world that tells a whole story about how it's meant to be used. That right there is the power of a complete prompt.
And this is where things get really exciting for quick exploration. Check out these headphones. The core shape is identical in all three, but by just swapping out a few material and finish keywords, the designer can generate totally different options in seconds. Glossy white and tan leather feels premium. Matte black and mesh looks sleek and modern. Translucent purple and silicone is fun and playful. It's like having a virtual CMF sample library right at your fingertips.
So with all this incredible power, does that mean the designer's job is in danger? And the answer is a hard no. The AI is an amazing assistant, but the human is, and always must be, the creative director of the project. Your role just shifts a bit. You direct the process. You don't just passively accept whatever the AI spits out. And maybe even more importantly, you are the critical filter. AI can create a beautiful image of a chair that would be impossible to build or a nightmare to sit in. It doesn't understand physics or ergonomics. Only a human designer can catch those critical flaws.
And this brings us to some important professional ground rules. It's becoming standard practice to focus on attributes, like brutalist or organic, instead of asking for the style of a specific living designer. It's also just good form to be transparent and let people know when visuals are AI generated. But the most important rule of all is that the final authorship and the responsibility for that design, that always lies with you, the designer.
In the end, AI is here to supercharge our ideas. But it's human judgment, human critique, and human ethics that turn a generated image into a truly great design. The technology gives us an incredible new tool. The real question is, do you have the vision to use it?